When the original Super Mario Galaxy released on the Nintendo Wii 13 years ago, it was a 10 out of 10 great game. The thing that made it such a great game were, of course, the motion controls. The Wii remote and the nunchuk combination was just perfect and seamless for the gameplay of Super Mario Galaxy. Really, without motion controls, that game is not the same. So when Nintendo announced Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which would of course include Super Mario Galaxy, one of the biggest questions everyone had were, how are the controls going to work? I mean, the Nintendo Switch is a really versatile console. You can play it on your TV, you can pick it up, take it on the go, play it in handheld mode, in tabletop mode, you name it. There's a ton of ways to play it. So when it comes to Super Mario Galaxy, that's no exception. There's a ton of ways to play Super Mario Galaxy on the Nintendo Switch. And that's what we're gonna look at today, all the ways to control and play this game on the Switch. One way is, of course, handheld mode. And this is how I play most of my Nintendo Switch games, and Super Mario Galaxy is perfectly set up for this. Of course, Nintendo overhauled the entire control scheme. The game is pretty much perfectly set up for this console. In this case, all the special moves are done by simply just hitting the Y button, and the touch screens are operational here. So you use the touch screen to control the movement of the star, pick up stars, shoot stars at enemies, and even navigate through game menus. While the touchscreen controls work, I'm gonna say they're not really the best option here. When you're in the middle of a boss battle and you have to pretty much tap your way through the touchscreen and the right Joy-Con, it's not that seamless. A better way of playing is, of course, with the Joy-Cons removed. And you can do this in either tabletop mode or dock mode on your TV. With the Joy-Con in each hand, this is really the closest you're gonna come to the original controls on the Nintendo Wii. Think of the right Joy-Con in your right hand as the Wii remote and the left Joy-Con as the nunchuk. You still have the option of doing all special moves by pressing the Y button, but here you can also simply shake the right Joy-Con. This really is true motion control. The star cursor, you control it by tilting the right Joy-Con. You can point at an enemy and press the ZR button to shoot stars. And if you want to reset the cursor, simply tap the R button. Before I go any further to show you other ways of playing, I gotta say this is the best way of playing this game. But of course, if you want to try other ways, one way is you can attach the Joy-Cons to the Joy-Con grip. And here, all the control scheme pretty much stays the same. Now, of course, you're tilting the entire controller left and right to control the cursor. While it does work really well, I gotta say, it doesn't feel as natural as a Joy-Con in each hand. So whether you're playing on tabletop mode or on your TV, I again recommend you use the Joy-Con separately. The last method I'm gonna look at today is using the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, and I'm sure a lot of you are wondering how this works. Because the Pro Controller is, I think it's one of the best controllers of this generation. With this controller, it's pretty much the same as the Joy-Con controller. The motion controls work by tilting the controller. You use the ZR buttons to shoot stars. The control scheme is essentially the same you've seen throughout the video. I gotta say though, the Pro Controller does feel a lot better than the Joy-Con controller. I feel it's a little bit more responsive. So with that, there you have it. That's all the ways in which you can play Super Mario Galaxy on your Nintendo Switch. If I was to rank all these methods from 1 to 4, I gotta say number 1 is with the Joy-Cons in each hand, either docked on your TV or tabletop mode. The second best way is with the Pro Controller. The third option is with the Joy-Con controller. And the worst way to play, even though it's not really that bad, is in handheld mode with the touchscreen. I hope this video was helpful and helped answer a lot of questions you might have had about this game. Before you click away, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for all future content. Take care, guys.